ARTEMIS, welcome to the moon, the bestsellers of the Martian and Weir. That evening, I hit my favorite watering hole, Hartnell's pub. I sat in my usual seat, second from the end of the bar. The first used to be Dale's, but those days were over. Hartnell's was a hole in the wall. No music, no dance floor, just a bar and a few uneven tables. The only concession to ambience was noisy obsession poem on the wall. Billy knew that his customers valued alcohol and silence. The vibe was completely asexual. No one hit on people at Hartnell's. If you were looking to score, you went to a nightclub in Aldrin. Hartnell was for drinking, and you could get any drink you wanted, as long as it was beer. I loved the place, partially because Billy was a pleasant bartender, but mainly because it was the closest bar to my coffin. Evening, love, said Billy. Heard there was a fire today. Heard you went in? Queensland class, I said. I'm sure, so I got volunteered. The factory's total, but you got everyone out all right. Right, for the first ones on me then, he poured a glass of my favorite reconstituted German beer. Tourists said it tastes like a shit, but it's the only beer I've ever known and it works for me. Someday I'll buy an intact German beer to see what I'm missing. We said in front of me. Thanks for your service, love. Hey, I won't say no. I grabbed the free beer and took a swig. Nice and cold. Thanks. Billy nodded in acknowledgement and went to the other end of the bar to serve another customer. I brought up a web browser of my gizmo and searched for JAFO. It was a conjugation of the Spanish verb japa, meaning to release. Somehow I doubt Mr. Jin from Hong Kong brought something it was Spanish name besides JAFO was in all caps, probably an acronym, but for what? Whatever it was, I couldn't find any mention of it online. That meant it was a secret. Now I really wanted to know what it was. Turned out I'm a noisy little shit. But right at the moment, I didn't have anything else to go on, so I mentally set it aside. I had this bad habit of checking my bank account every day, as if compulsively looking at it would make it grow. But the banking software wasn't interested in my dreams. It gave me the dismal news. Account balance 11,916 G. My entire net worth was about 2.5% of my goal of 416,922 slugs. That's what I wanted. That's what I needed. Nothing was more important. If I could just get into the damned EVA guild, I'd put down various income from then on. Tours are big money. 8 customers per tour at 1,500 G each. That's 12,000 G per tour. While 10,800 G after I pay the guild their 10%. I could only give 2 tours a week, limitation imposed by the guild. They is cautious about the member radiation exposure. As I'd making over 85,000 G a month, and that's just from tour. I'd also try to get a job and a probe wrangler. They are the EVA masters who bring the probe to the freight airlock and unload them. Then I'd have access to shipment before Nakosi inspected them. I could sneak contraband in light then and set it aside for later recovery with a sneaky midnight EVA. Whatever worked best. Point is, I could cut Nakosi out entirely. I'd keep living like a fofo until I'd saved up the money I needed. Accounting for living expenses, I could probably get it done in 6 months, maybe 5. As it was, all my photo salary with smuggling on the side, it would take approximately forever. Goddamn. I wish I'd passed that fucking test. Once I'd taken care of the 416,922G, I'd still be making a bunch of money. I could afford a nice place. My shitwall coffin only cost 8,000 a month, but I couldn't even stand up in it, and I wanted my own bathroom. That doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is. I realized that around the 100th time, I had to walk down a public hallway in my night tie to take a midnight piss. For 50,000 a month, well, within what I'd be earning, I could get a condo in Bean Bubble. A nice one with a living room, bedroom, bathroom, and its own shower. No more communal anything. I could even get a place with a cook nook. Not a kitchen. That'd be stupidly expensive. They have to be in their own fire containment rooms. But a cook nook burner was allowed to get up to 80 degrees Celsius and could have 500-watt microwave. I shook my head. Someday, maybe. I guess my pained expression was visible even from the far end of the bar. Billy walked over. "Oh, Jed, what's so glum? What's so glum? What's so glum? Money," I said. "Never enough money." "I hear ya, love," he leaned in. "So, remember when I contracted your services for some poor ethanol?" "Sure," I said, in a concession of basic human nature. ARTEMIS allows liquor even though it's flammable, but they draw the line at poor ethanol, which is incredibly flammable. I smuggled it in the usual way and only charged Billy a 20% markup. 20% markup. That's my friends and family rate. He looked left and right. A couple of regular mind their own business, other than that, we were alone. "I want to show you something." He reached under the bar and pulled up a bottle of brown liquor. He poured some into a shot glass. "Here, have a sip." I could smell the alcohol from a meter away. "What's it?" "Former single malt scotch, aged 15 years. Give it a try. On the house." I'm never one of turn down a free drink. I took a sip. I spit out in disgust. It tastes like Satan's flaming asshole. "Ugh," he said. "Nugget?" I coughed and wiped my mouth. "That's not scotch." He looked at the bottle with a frown. "Huh, I had a block on us. Boil the liquors up, then send me the extract. I reconstituted it with water and ethanol. Should I exactly the same?" "Well, it's not," I rasped. "Scotch is an acquired taste. Billy, I've swallowed water taste stuff that came out of people." "Well," he put the bottle away. "I'll keep working on it." I coughed beer to wash the taste away. My gizmo beeped at me, a message from Trond. "Free tonight. Can you drop By my place? Yeah, I was just starting my evening beer. It's late. Can you wait? Best if handled tonight. I'm just sitting down to dinner. You can drink dinner later. This is worth your time, I promise. Smart ass. Looks like I have to cash out, I told Billy. Pull the other one, he said. You've only had one pint. Duty called. I handed him my gizmo. He took it to the register. 1 pint. Lowest that I ever rung you for. I won't make a habit of it. He waved my gizmo over the register, then handed it back to me. The transaction was done. I'd long ago set up my account to accept. Hardened as a no butterfly point of purchase. I slid the gizmo into my pocket and headed out. The other patron didn't say goodbye or even acknowledge me. God, I love hot nails.